Hello everyone. It's been a while since I've done one of these tutorials, but I thought since Halloween is right around the corner, I would tackle one of the turn yourself into a zombie tutorials. You've seen them, they're all over YouTube, but as far as I know, no one has ever done one for PhotoPlus. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start out with a picture of yours truly, instead of Angelina Jolie, who seems to be the favorite. So I'm going to take this photograph of myself, and I'm going to use Cutout Studio to get rid of the background. I'm going to use the discard brush tool first, and just grab up some of this background, getting rid of all of it as quickly as I can. This is one of the new tools in PhotoPlus X4, and it is quite handy for getting rid of these nasty backgrounds in a hurry. And just about done. As you can see, it's going into my head in a couple of spots, so I switched to the Keep Brush tool and just mark over those just to reclaim those little bits. Maybe a little bit over here also, like that. Not too much on that. Okay, we're gonna say that's pretty good, and say okay. That's the first part, and the next step is that we're going to raise me to a new layer by clicking in the background, inverting the layer, the selection, sorry, and then saying new from selection cut. That puts me on my own layer, as you can see. Okay, now that I'm above there, then we move on to adding another layer just above that one. This layer is going to be the effect layer to make the splotches on my face, and that is going to require filling the layer with white typically, only because the effect won't work on a transparent layer. So we fill it with white. We're going to set it to burn so you can still see me, and then we're going to add the effect. Now watch. We turn on 3D effects. You'll notice that we get a bevel almost instantly. I don't really need that, so I'm going to turn off 3D lighting. And on 3D effects, I'm going to take this blur and depth down to 0. What we want is 3D pattern map. And we're going to change the colors. The red isn't bad, but I like it to be a little bit darker than that, like a dried blood color. Like that. And the second color should be a terrible looking greenish color. Something like that. And then we're going to use function just under 3D pattern map. We're going to change it to sum, the function to sum. That just makes it harder, grainier. We're going to change the scale, both the X scale and the Y scale, down a little bit, just make the blotches bigger. We're going to change the bias so that we get more yellow than red, because we don't want a zombie that's just all red. Okay, and that looks pretty good. So we are going to say OK on that. And then we are going to switch to the layer that's just me. We are again going to use the magic wand tool to click in the empty area behind me. Then we're going to go back to this layer and we're going to say clear. That will get rid of everything outside. I'm going to deselect that, and we're going to say that that's the end of the first part of this two-part tutorial.